AITAH for being upset with how much my wife talks to / hangs out with her guy friend. My wife and I have been together for over 4 years and have had a great marriage together. We have a 3-year-old son and everything we could need. In November my mother passed away, which caused me to go into a bit of depression where I wanted to withdraw myself from everything for a while. I know I may not have been myself for a bit. I was drinking a bit more than I should and I wasn't always as patient as I could have been, but I was working hard on turning myself around. All seemed well until a few months ago when I noticed my wife talking a ton in her recently created group chat with 3 of her guy friends and one of their girlfriends. Normally I wouldn't care, but she had seemed to distance herself from me a lot by then. Our intimacy had dropped down to about once a month. She stopped initiating all physical contact. She barely seemed like she even wanted to kiss me anymore. So I asked her to be in her group chat since she was so busy talking on there while ignoring me. This ended up causing an argument where she kept ignoring my requests and saying she's allowed to have her own friends, even though a couple months before that she was inviting me to go to Friendsgiving with them. So I dropped it as we were getting ready to go on vacation to visit some family of mine. The beginning of our vacation was alright even though she resisted every form of intimacy I tried. To be fair, we were quite busy and around my family a lot, but she used to be the type of woman to drag me off to the shower or want to sneak off in the car and have some fun. That seems to have completely changed. We ended up going for a scenic drive and I noticed my wife back there typing paragraphs apparently to the group chat, so I asked her once again to add me to it because if they are in there joking around I would like to be involved as well. Once again she ignored me, so I pressed up the issue later that night. Finally, begrudgingly she added me in the chat. I get along great with her friends there, so I'm not sure what the issue is. Except one of the guys in there she went on to demand every day and I noticed she was constantly sending messages to one certain guy. Not just small messages either, whole paragraphs at times. I'm not one to snoop, but I have noticed some of their conversations between each other. Most seem innocent, but once he said, "Speaking of looking good in things, what outfit are you wearing today?" and she sent a selfie. It was an innocent selfie but still. Also at one point he said, "Texting is cool and all, but I miss hanging out with you," and she said the feeling is mutual. My wife also complained to him about us draining her social battery while in vacation, then told him he didn't contribute to that at all. He has tried multiple times to ask to come keep her company and she replied to one I saw saying it's a tempting offer but they wouldn't get anything done if he did. He also told her to have a great day the other day before a party we were attending and she replied with, "You're the best," smiling face with smiling eyes. I don't get anything like that if I message her asking about her day or wishing her well. I brought some of this up to her yesterday because I specifically told her Saturday that I wasn't comfortable with how much they are talking and she said she would talk with him less if I'm uncomfortable with it. Well, yesterday when she got home from work I asked her what she did for lunch and she said she had a Red Bull. Well, turns out what she wasn't going to tell me was that she went and had lunch at this guy's house for an hour without mentioning anything to me. She hesitated very hard to tell me this, but she knew I'd find out if she's lying. I tell her how uncomfortable this makes me and all she does is throw it back at me about how she doesn't feel like I trust her. I really want to trust her, I do, but there's becoming too many red flags for me to ignore. Am I the one in the wrong here? Should I just ignore it and let her do whatever she wants? This feels like an emotional affair in the works to me, but she doesn't seem to care that it bothers me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for watching more interesting videos.